The weekend of carnage began late on Friday after a 20-year-old motorcyclist suffered serious spinal injuries when he lost control of his bike on a property near Woorabinda.
His motorcycle hit a bump in the road, became airborne, he flew over the handlebars and one of his fellow riders unfortunately then landed on top of him.
The scene was almost impossible for Rescue 300 to land, and as the chopper prepared for a winch, the riders went to work with chainsaws.
They managed to cut a hole in the canopy big enough for us to land the helicopter, which is good for us because we want to conduct a winch at absolute last resort, and given the nature of the guy's injuries, it would have been very dangerous.
The crew was called to two more motorcycle accidents yesterday, the first involving a 32-year-old Mara man.
And unfortunately that gentleman slid along the bitumen for about 50 metres and came to grief with a lot of abrasions on his body and a broken leg.
Shortly after returning to base from Mara, the chopper was back in the air en route to Croombit Tops, where a 30-year-old man overturned his motorcycle in an off-road accident.
He flipped his motorcycle up an embankment and dislocated his left arm.
Following an extra busy weekend, the service today urged motorcyclists to take extra care to avoid potential tragedies.
It is a dangerous piece of equipment, and just to take that little bit of extra caution whilst riding, particularly when you're in these remote areas, and it's going to be a long time before you can get help if something does go wrong.
Aaron Kelly, Win News.